Hello everyone, welcome back at my next series or next YouTube video, which is actually on social media or anywhere I'm posting these videos. And this time, again, continuation of this series before, which I ended up with justice vocab. And this time I would like to continue with police jargon. And anyone who is actually into movies with crime terminology or crime movies or crime series is very much welcome, because if you love to watch this series or these crime movies, and I think sometimes you don't need to really understand everything, or you don't understand everything, but knowing this police jargon can be incredibly useful. And in this article, we are going to actually just dig deeper into the essential police terminology list. And there will be sequels again, because it will be more about ranks, more about like when someone is arrested already, communication terms inside of the forces, crime investigation terms, then terms for interacting with police, and understanding actually some ranks in the police, because the system is more or less like in the military, like ranks, but a little bit different. It's police, and then a bonus words. So I think that we can start with the general terms, general common police terms. And I think that, yes, this understanding is the foundational, actually, police terms. Sometimes it's overlapping with previous videos of justice system. And in this stage, we can go deeper and dive deeper into more specialized jargon. So the first one is arrest. Arrest is the act of taking someone into custody due to suspected wrongdoing. Wrongdoing is basically term or synonym with crime, potential crime, or some act of violence, act of crime, or even misdemeanor, which we are going to talk about misdemeanor later. So someone is arrested, someone is taken into custody. That's this process what law enforcement officers or police officers are doing. Bail is the money paid to release a person from custody, ensuring their appearance at court. So especially in American system, actually, when someone is already arrested and there is actually potential conviction of this person or not, because then the trial is going on, then bail is this money when the judge is actually going to grant the bail or not grant the bail, because in some serious crimes, felonies, the bail is not really granted, but usually it's granted with some amount of money, which is actually somehow in line with the severance or the crime itself. And of course, if the person is very rich or is just a middle class manager, maybe it depends on the crime and on the system. And then the next one is convict. And convict is to declare someone guilty of a crime. So it's the final, actually, declaration of the court or the judge or the judges or the jury when someone is already convicted of a crime. So convict is this verb when they really declare that the person is guilty. Felony is a serious crime. Felony is a very special term. Felony they use a lot in law enforcement vocab and terminology, because it's serious crime, typically with a punishment of more than 1 year's imprisonment. So it means that felony is definitely somebody is going to prison. And felony can be assault or something violent, or felony can be murder. So this is like umbrella term for more actually crimes. But felony is a quite serious crime, because then we have a term misdemeanor. Misdemeanor. This is very difficult to pronounce. Again, misdemeanor. You can find it a little bit different in British English and a little bit different in American English, but misdemeanor, a lesser offense than a felony, often resulting in a fine or penalty or short jail time. So it means that misdemeanor is usually not really very serious. It's not murder, because usually you get a penalty. You have to pay sometimes quite a lot of money, some fine, or very short jail time. It means just a few weeks or months maybe. Then you have a warrant, and a warrant, we had already this term before, because warrant is a document, quite serious document, very formal, issued by a court authorizing the arrest or search of an individual or premises. So when somebody is sort of suspected that he or she did a serious crime, felony, misdemeanor, then the warrant, the judge actually issues this warrant, and they say that the potential criminal perpetrator can be arrested or searched, or even the property, all the properties under the name of this potential perpetrator can be searched. So warrant is quite serious document, serious deed, serious letter. Parole, and we had this term, parole, the release of a prisoner before the full sentence is served under conditions. So when someone is actually behaving very correctly, properly in the prison, then okay, he can get a parole. It means he will be released under certain conditions sooner than the full sentence, which he or she got at the trial and as the conviction, as the part of the conviction process. So basically, parole is a good tool for a prisoner to get out of the jail much sooner, but under conditions. So probably, usually, he is going to see the law enforcement officers every 2 weeks, every month. They have to actually check him out if he's working, if he's behaving correctly, and so on and so on. The next one we had already, and it's very difficult to pronounce, indictment. Indictment is a formal accusation initiating a criminal case. So indictment is actually this beginning and formal something that, okay, the judges and the law enforcement officers already actually accuse someone officially, formally, of some crime. So the criminal case is going on. Indictment. Then there is a plea. And plea is defendant's answer to charge or indictment. For instance, guilty or not guilty. So usually at the court, when they start already, they ask the potential defendant that if he feels or not, or she feels guilty or not guilty, and he says this, and that's a plea. That's plea is this official term for actually answer. Okay, I plead this, or I don't plead this, or I don't. Yes. Official answer to charge or indictment when it's officially and formally already granted. Acquittal or acquittal is a formal declaration in court that someone is not guilty of a criminal offense. Again, I think we had this term and it's quite difficult to pronounce, so be very, very careful how to pronounce it. Acquittal. Acquittal, acquittal. Yeah, it's a little bit different in American or British English. So it's this formal declaration in a court that someone is already not guilty of a criminal offense. So acquittal is, okay, they stop it and they say, oh, no way that this person or this potential criminal is actually guilty. So acquittal is the stopping and freeing, actually making him or her free from all the charges. These fundamental terms provide a groundwork for comprehending the intricacies of law enforcement. As you progress in your language journey, you will recognize and appreciate the importance of these words. They are essential building blocks to navigate the police universe. And I think I would finish with these terms here. Many of these terms, or some of them, I remember 4 maybe, are the same and they are overlapping with the previous videos, but well, revisions and repeating is always the mother of everything. So I think this is not bad that we went through this again. And then the next sequel of this video will be about communication terms inside the police, inside the forces, and it will be very, very interesting. So stay tuned. See you next time. Thank you very much.